Assessing soils. First off, what is soil? Most people just think soil is like dirt that we walk on, but really, soil is one of the essentials to life. Soil determines the condition of the ecosystem, and if the soil is has bad quality, most likely the ecosystem will be unhealthy. Soil quality. Soil quality includes the soil profile, the soil type, and the soil acidity level. Soil profile is the distinct layers of soil. Soil has three main layers. Soil type is determined by the size of the particles and what is in it. There are three main soil types. Acidity is the abiotic factor that is connected to the chemical environment of the soil. Soil profile. Topsoil is the first most layer of soil. It is mainly composed of humus, and it also contains rock particles and organisms such as bacteria, fungi, insects, and worms. Subsoil. It's the layer underneath the topsoil, and it's very compact. It contains very little or no organic matter except for roots of large trees and some bacteria. Bedrock. It's the bottommost layer of the soil profile. It's composed mainly of solid rock, and it doesn't allow water to pass through it. So the water is trapped above the bedrock, and the bottom of the subsoil. The bottom of the subsoil is saturated like a sponge sitting in water. Soil types. The three types of soil are loam, clay, and sandy soil. Each type of soil supports different varieties of plants. The most fertile soil that is preferred for agriculture is loam. Loam soil. It contains rock particles of many sizes, and that's why it has many air or water pockets in it. This type of soil is loose enough for plants to grow in. Loam soil usually contains a lot of humus, and it drains without dying out. Clay soil. Clay soil is composed of particles that are extremely small and packed tightly together. There are no air pockets in the clay soil. Many plant roots don't grow well because clay tends to block root growth and it traps water. This makes the soil excessively wet. Soil types. Sandy soil. Sandy soil contains sand particles. Sand particles are large compared to clay particles. Sand creates large spaces that permit root growth and air pockets. This also enables water to drain quickly into the subsoil. Sandy soil is much less fertile than loam because water carries the essential nutrients away from the roots. Soil acidity. Soils have different acidity levels. To precisely assess acidity levels in soil, there is a scale. The scale is called the pH scale. The pH of soil could be measured by testing the moisture in soil. The pH measurement of a substance is classified as low, neutral, or high. Low pH means that the substance is acidic. If it has a high pH, this means it's alkaline. Most organisms prefer a nearly neutral environment, just like aquatic plants. If the soil is too acidic or too alkaline, the tissues of plants and animals could be damaged. It could also be very difficult for these organisms to absorb nutrients. This is an image of the pH scale, and water is right about here because it's neutral. Human impacts on soil. As humans, we live on the earth and we obviously have some sort of impact on the earth. Soil erosion is an example of a human impact on soil. It's the loss of soil when water or wind washes or blows soil away. Plant roots normally hold soil in place, but when soil is plowed, topsoil is exposed to wind and water. Overgrazing can also erode soil. Overgrazing is when livestock eat too many plants or plant leaves and the plants die. If there's no topsoil, the land can't be used to grow crops anymore because most of the organic matter is in the topsoil. When crops die, composers consume and release the nutrients into the soil. If the same crops are grown in the same area year after year, there will be no more nutrients in the soil after a period of time. This is why crop rotation was learned by farmers many years ago. Crop rotation is the practice of planting different types of crops in a particular field every year. This replenishes some of the nutrients in the soil, especially nitrogen. When nitrogen-fixing bacteria supply plants from the legume family, like soybeans, peas, lentils, and alfalfa, nitrogen that is in a usable form, the plant provides the bacteria with other nutrients. By planting nitrogen-fixing plants, like legumes, nitrogen that lives freely in the soil is replenished. This reduces the need for chemical fertilizers. This is an image of soil being eroded by water because when you have hard rain and the streams run really fast, it erodes the sides or the bottom of the stream to make it all muddy.